Welcome everybody to the weekly outlook. Boone here from Elliott Wave Pro. Uh, Today I'll do Bitcoin and I'll go through a few of the major pairs as well. Take a quick look at Bitcoin to start off with. So not much has changed. We got a larger correction in here. If we go to the daily, see this is very sharp. We don't have any of that bullish divergence. So ideally we get this low here to be broken. It just has to break this low just to give us that bullish divergence, and then we can all buy for the longer term. It's very dangerous to buy when we don't have that bullish divergence longer term. So if we go down to H4, we can see that we're getting a correction. We can see how choppy this is. So we're getting a correction, but we're getting a lot of divergence as well. So ideally, I'll just get my pen. So ideally we get a little breakdown, break this low here, go up for one more, come back down here, and we get that sell set up in here, correction or flag in here. Even if it's just an A, B, C in here, we should be able to still get it to break even. And at worst, if it does come back up here, takes us out at break even. But ideally, it just keeps on going and comes down and breaks that low, and then we can look for that buy. So I'll just go down to H1. It's not really a flag. It's not really a flag yet. So like I said, we really need this to come down, break this low here. Then come up. If it gives us a flag here, you can take it, the break. But ideally, I would be putting a buy stop here, just above this top. Because if we get more downside and it's not going to go, you won't get triggered into the buy if it's just going to fall over from here. Ideally, it just keeps on going, gives us a bear flag or correction in here, and then we can all sell. But yeah, the buy is going to be dangerous. We don't have any bullish, bearish divergence, so you can take this buy. But the risk reward, it's not going to have really nice risk reward. So you're going to have to go down onto the lower time frames and get your trade in there if you're looking for that buy. I'll just do gold. So gold, it's not really playing the game. We got a nice motive wave up here, bearish divergence, and then we've got a very sharp move here, and then we've gone up and broke the top. I was just looking for a correction in here to sell, but it's gone up and broken the top, and we've lost that bullish divergence. So it makes it harder to trade. I wouldn't really be looking for the buy, sorry. The buy is going to be dangerous still, even though we don't have that bearish divergence. On the daily, we lost that bearish divergence, but the H4, you can see that we got a lot of divergence in here. So we got an A, B, C, and looks like we're going to get that could change into a W, X, Y, X, Z, because this is looking like a bull flag in here. Very risky to take, in my opinion. I'll be looking for the trend line break. I'll be looking for a higher high here, give us even more divergence in here, and then get that trend line break and flag or correction in here and to short. Ideally, we go and break this low, because this can be an A a B and we get the C down for a running or expanding flat. Now, it could be just a running and it comes in here somewhere, and we get that for the more upside from there. But at these highs, I think it's really risky to start looking for the buys. That's just my opinion. I'll be more interested in this sell here. If we go to DXY, I think this is going to be more complex. Get the 50 fib. So we've got a sharp move down. We've got a sharp move up. It's the same as gold. We broke this top. I wasn't looking for this top to be broken, but we got a sharp move up, breaking the top. Sharp move down. This is reasonably sharp, and this is reasonably sharp. And now we're getting the correction. So I'll be looking for an A, B, C, then the A, B, C, then the A, B, C. So this can become quite complex before we go up and break this top over here. We could be looking at a larger correction in here. So it's going to be, most of the majors are they're in a tricky spot. And this is where most people lose their money. Because we're in the middle of nowhere. So if we go to AU, so AU, I'm looking for this Z up, and then we'll get that bearish divergence. This will be pretty nice. Not so much a buy. I don't think this top here will be broken. I'd just like to see this top here be broken. It gives more bearish divergence in here. Trend line break and flag correction, more downside. Even if, like I said, even if this is just an A, B, and a C, and it doesn't go and break this low, at worst, you're still just going to get a break-even trade. So, or get a little bit of profit at the 100 fib. But yeah, so I think the buy is going to be a little bit risky because we will have that bearish divergence, and the larger trade is this one here. GU, it's looking like that DXY. We're getting that larger correction. Ideally, this does. At this stage, I'm looking at this as an A, B, C for a running flat, and we go up and break the top from here. But we're getting this little flag in here. So, and we do have the bearish divergence. So if we do get a break, if this does come up here, get a little break, little bear flag in here, you can look for that sell. Ideally, it doesn't give us the sell and it goes up, breaks this top, gives us even more divergence, and then we can look for the larger trade down to break this low. Pretty much the same as AU there to break the low. Same as the Bitcoin. I'm looking for all the lows to be broken because we don't have that bullish divergence on the daily. Until we get that, I'm not really looking for a reversal until we get that bullish divergence on the daily. EU. Now, this is playing a lot better. You see that the idea I put out on TradeView, we got the first target. This was the first target here. This got hit. The second target didn't get hit. But we've got an A, B, C in here now. So this is probably the better buy out of all of them. If you're going to look for the buy, I think EU is the better option for the buy. Let's go down to the H1. So we're just looking for this trend line break. Get this nice impulse up here. Then the correction or flag. I don't really want to see a large correction in here. I just want to see a little correction in here. Keep above this trend line, and then go break this top. So this would be the best buy. If you get the buy opportunity, out of all of them, this is the one to take, I think. NU, I'd just stay out of NU. It's not really playing the game. We're getting bearish divergence. We got the bearish divergence, and we're getting another correction in here. So more than likely, this is going to be more complex correction in here. There's better opportunities on the other majors than this one. Yeah, we got that bearish divergence. So, I mean, this can be a flat. This is reasonably sharp. This is reasonably sharp. And this is reasonably sharp. Too many sharp waves. This is the correction in here. We do, if we go down to the H1, we do have the bullish divergence in here. So you can look for the buy and take it. But yeah, you want, if you're going to be trading this, you want to be scalping more than anything, I think. USD JPY. This isn't really playing the game either, this one. We never broke this top. We never broke this top in this sharp move up. So that's why I'm looking for this low still to be broken. See that I put out a, on trade view, I put out a sell trade up here to go and break this low. We're getting a larger correction in here. So I'm looking at it as an A, B, C. Then we get that A, B, C. Then we get the A, B, C, the large A, B, C in here. That's sort of how I'm looking at it. I'm not convinced that we're going to go and break this low now, because when we look at USD Sheffy, USD Sheffy did break this top over here. So if you're looking for the buy, you really want to be taking USD Sheffy, not USD Japan. If you're looking for the sell, if you get the sells, you can take the USD Japan. If you're getting the buys, I'd be taking the USD Sheffy, because we broke this top on the Sheffy, and USD Japan we didn't. So yeah, it's going to be quite difficult. There is a sort of a bear flag in here. It's quite risky, because like I said, I think this is just an A, B, C in here. So it's going to be hard to get the risk reward at this stage. Sheffy as well. See, we broke this top on the Sheffy. So if you're looking for the buy, like pretty much the same structure as the USD Japan in this corrective structure here, you can see what I'm sort of looking for. I'm looking for this A, B, C, then the A, B, C, complete the B, and then we get that A, B, C. So everything's really going to be pretty tricky to trade, because we're in corrections, and this is where everyone loses their money, when we're in correction. This is where we make our money. When we're in corrections, that's where they can become quite complex, and that's where you start losing your money. So you really want to conserve your capital when we're in these corrections. USD CAD, we got an A, B, C. I'm expecting this. This looks quite nice. We got an A. We got a nice correction, running flat correction. I'm looking for this C down. We're getting a nice little flag in here too. So this one looks pretty good. Might be a nice trade this week. So we need this break. Couple of sideways candles in here. Go and break this low here. So this one not looking too bad actually. GBP, JPY. I think the USD GBP USD looks better than the Japan. You can see that this is quite narrow range in here. I'm looking at this as a flat correction in here, but like the GBP USD, we're getting that bear flag in here. So yeah, if we get the bear flag, I think it'd be safer if we get the bear flag break here. It'd be safer to take the GBP USD than this one here, because this one here we just have the internal divergence. We don't have that divergence like we do on the GBP USD. So I'd be more inclined to look for the buy on this one, even if it does come down here, and get a trend line break on the lower time frame and get in down here somewhere to go and break that top. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, EU and UCAD, I think, look like the better trades this week. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the analysis. Keep safe, and I'll see you out there next week.